Do you know? As far as putting words in order is concerned, AI already thinks better than many of us. Therefore, anything made of words will be taken over by AI. If laws are made of words, then AI will take over the legal system. If books are just combinations of words, then AI will take over books. If religion is built from words, then AI will take over religion. This is particularly true of religions based on books, like Islam, Christianity, or Judaism. Judaism calls itself the religion of the book, and it grants ultimate authority not to humans, but to words in books. Humans have authority in Judaism not because of our experiences, but only because we learn words in books. Now, no human can read and remember all the words in all the Jewish books, but AI can easily do that. What happens to a religion of the book when the greatest expert on the holy book is an AI?
All right, first and foremost, I'd like to give all thanks, glory, honor, and praise to the Supreme Power, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakakadash. Double honor to the elders and the apostles of the great millstone. Peace and salutation to all the Akim doing the works in sincerity and truth through the four winds. Shalom to the hopeful elect. Shalom to the few sisters watching and learning. Stay strong and remain humble. This is the brother Carson one from the GMS Bahamas, Nassau Camp. Back at you through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai. Alright, as we can see, alright, the devil is continually waxing proud and proud. There we have Yuval Harari, alright, telling you that they are basically going to turn AI, alright, into the Most High, alright, but only for those basically that are in that 2/3 mindset, because we know the hopefully elect, alright, won't fall for this trick, alright. The devil is at it again. The devil is basically moving everything in hyperdrive right now, trying to gain as much souls that he can, alright, to take down into eternal damnation, eternal judgment, indignation from Yahweh Ba'Hashem Yahweh Shai, alright. And a lot of people are going to be fooled by it. A lot of people have already subscribed to it, because a lot of our people are basically tech savvy or tech heavy, alright. Any of the latest electronics in terms of phones, MacBooks, computers, alright, they want to be on the cutting edge. They want to be the first to have that. And that's just how a lot of them are going to be tricked into taking that charagma, alright, the MOTB, alright, the mark of the beast, in which the scripture speaks of. But this is I was just showing you basically the godlike complex, alright, the spiritual counterpart of the physical counterpart of the spiritual demon Satan, the so-called white man, alright, is pushing out. Alright, you know that this kingdom is coming to an end, so he's basically all out right now. Telling you, alright, that 2/3 are going to be basically worshiping AI. Why? Because AI is able to decipher, alright, scriptures, alright, but they know AI might be able to read all the scriptures or have all the scriptures, but they can't break it down. Okay, the Most High Power Yahweh Ba'Hashem Yahweh Shai have to put that spirit to basically break down, alright, the precepts, alright, of the Holy Scriptures. So this is just another disguise and another tomfoolery with the white man, another stumbling block. Alright, mainly so-called Christians are going to get swept up into this, and all the other fake religions, all the other religions basically that spawn off of Christianity are going to get swept into this also. Alright, so I want to get a couple of precepts. Lord's willing, the short lesson be edifying. Alright, because I was watching it, when I was watching the elder, the beloved elder from GMS South Carolina, Elder Manatas Akbar. Alright, he did a beautiful lesson on this too, and I just want to learn back on it also. Alright. Okay. Salakia. I have a little problems with my device, this old damn phone. All right, this is the book of 2 Corinthians 2 and 11 I want. Here it is. 2 Corinthians 2 and 11 reads, lest Satan should get an advantage of us, for we are not ignorant of his devices. All right, we are not ignorant of the device. All right, they basically want to manipulate everybody who's basically engaged in these in this technocracy, all right, or in this dystopian future what they wanna pursue. All right, these 15-minute cities, these brain computer interfaces, all right, these microchips, market abuses. You know, this just a so-called white man. He in the bag right now. All right, but he can't deceive the elect of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. Can't do it. All right, this is the book of Psalms 21 and 11. It reads, for they intended evil against thee. They imagine a mischievous device which they are not able to perform. All right, what that this mischievous device what they ain't able to perform is. All right, the same technology what they dealing with pertaining to this market of beast. All right, the RFID micro CHIP. All right, and artificial intelligence. All right, which is going to be the driving force behind that. You see what he's saying? I read it again, Psalms 21 and 11. For they intended evil against thee. They imagine a mischievous device which they are not able to perform. And they ain't going to be able to perform that on the elect of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. But two-thirds of our people who are allotted for that, oh yeah, they're gonna basically run with that. All right, they're gonna be fooled. All right, this is Job 5 and 12. It reads, he disappointed the devices of the crafty, so that their hands cannot perform their enterprise. All right, and that is exactly what's gonna happen. Only two-thirds is gonna be basically caught up in that trap, in that booby trap would set, that stumbling block when it's gonna be set. They're going to be led by their pastors. They're going to be led by their spiritual advisors, their leaders, politicians, and doctors. All right. But just like how it was during the pandemic, all right, when only the elect men of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai stood for him, that's just how it's going to be. Now, some of us are going to be martyred according to the scripture for the truth, but they're going to rise face, all right, with the Mashiach. All right. This is the book of 2 Thessalonians chapter 2 and 3. It reads, let no man deceive you by any means, for that day shall not come except there be a falling away first, and that man of sin be revealed, the son of perdition. And that man of sin, alright, one of them men of sin, alright, was right there, just reading that passage to you. Yuval Harari. Alright? That's the damn proud Edomite. Alright, the so-called white man. Speaking of the man of sin, we already know who that is through the atrocities that they committed, alright, throughout, alright, throughout the years. Alright, the transatlantic slave trade, alright, the mass killing of Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, the real Israelites, alright, the unrighteous sanctions, alright, the laws that they have in place, their wines, their doctrines, their religions, their philosophies, alright, they are not of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, alright. Verse 4 reads, who opposes and exalted himself above all that is called power, or that is worshipped, so that he has power seated in the temple of power, showing himself that he is power. And that's the godlike complex that they have, that they like to basically put out there, making you feel like they're on the same level as the Most High, when it's the Most High power, Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, that gave them the knowledge. Alright, but they only could go so far with it. Alright, this kingdom coming to an end, man. This kingdom coming to an end. Alright, they want people to worship AI now. They want AI to be the God of people of the masses now. Alright, but it's only going to be the God of these heathen nations, and two-thirds of our people who are stupid enough to fall into that trap. This is why we need Lord Yahweh Shai Mashiach. Alright, because when he comes, he's going to have everything back in its rightful order. It's book of Psalms chapter 2 and 1. Why do the heathen rage and people imagine a vain thing? Alright, why do the heathen rage and people imagine a vain thing? Is this a vain thing when they imagine it pertaining to this artificial intelligence? I can tell you that now. It says, the kings of the earth set themselves, and the rulers take counsel together against Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, and against the anointed, saying, alright, and this them against, alright, the Most High. And they say against his son too. Alright, that's what they're trying to do. They're going against him. Alright, it says, let us break their bonds asunder and cast away their cords from us. He that sitteth in the heavens shall laugh. He that sitteth in the heavens shall laugh. Salakia, he that sitteth in the heavens shall laugh, and the Lord shall have them in derision. Then shall he speak unto them in his wrath, and vex them in his sore displeasure. Alright, and that's exactly what's going to happen. Alright, that's exactly what's going to happen. Alright, throughout this process. Alright, so Lord's willing, this short lesson was edifying and serves the purpose. Alright, I'd like to give all thanks, glory, honor, and praise to the supreme power, Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai Ba'Shem Akakadash, and double honor to the elders and the apostles of the great millstone. Peace and salutation that hopefully lack. Alright, this is the brother Kazawan closing out until we meet again. Shalom, Abad, Rabal, and Ban-Yasharahla.